Hey guys, it's Nelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a review on the new Fenty by Rihanna makeup line, and I have everything still in the packaging. I have not opened anything, and I've had this package for almost 3 weeks now. I got this before Hurricane Irma hit. I didn't have internet for like almost 2 weeks, and it was just, I just was all over the place. And then also every single person on YouTube that does makeup has done a video on the particular brand, on this particular brand, so I wasn't quite sure if you guys would be interested in seeing another video talking about the brand, probably saying the same things. But after I posted a picture of the goodies that I got of the box, of the packaging, I got so many requests of you guys telling me that you have been waiting for my review, that you want me to do it, so I guess we're doing it. You know, I am gonna do anything to make you guys happy. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I don't want to ramble on too much because the video is pretty self-explanatory. I don't feel like I have much to say. The only thing that I have on my face right now is some clear brow gel, and I also have a little bit of mascara that I have left over from work this morning. But I did go ahead and wash my face, and I have my serums on. I have not moisturized yet because I want to show you guys how I moisturize to apply my foundation. I'm using the Glossier. This is the priming moisturizer in Rich. I actually have been loving this moisturizer. I think it applies so nice. It's very rich and moisturizing, and I feel like my foundation applies on top of it so much better than any regular moisturizer. It's really moisturizing, it's really rich and luxurious, and I love it. So I am going to apply this with a beauty blender. I am ready to start piling on the makeup. So one thing I did notice from this collection, or this launch, is that it's definitely focused mostly on skin. She doesn't have anything specifically for eyes or anything like that. So today we are going to be mostly focusing on the skin and trying everything out. I'm going to start off by taking her primer, and this is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. This is in the shade Soft Matte. So this is what this looks like. It's so beautiful. I love the color. I love how sleek it is. It definitely feels good quality, high quality. It feels really nice and luxurious. So that's always nice. I believe this retails for $32 if I'm not wrong. So I'm going to take a pump. Okay, so that is one pump. I don't think that's going to be enough for me. I definitely like a lot of primer. So I'm going to go ahead and take another pump. So 2 pumps. I'm going to warm it up in between my hands, and then I'm going to apply. So it feels nice and moisturizing actually. It feels nice and hydrated. It doesn't feel drying. It doesn't feel silicone-y. It feels like a lotion, like a cream. It feels really, really nice. It does have like a really nice natural glow to the skin. It's not a super mattifying primer, but it's not a dewy primer. It's definitely a very nice moisturizing type of primer. I'm not sure if this is supposed to fill in your pores. It says Pro Filter. I believe it says smooth pore diffusing finish extended makeup wear. So if it's supposed to cover up or fill in your pores, I'm not getting that. My pores are still pretty visible, which I'm gonna zoom you guys in. So I don't know if you can see that, but you can see that my pores are still pretty visible, which kind of scares me a little bit because I like to diffuse my pores. I like to fill in the pores because that's where I'm most insecure about when I do my makeup, which is my pores and the texture on my skin. So I'm not quite happy about that. I definitely have primers that are a lot cheaper and they do a better job at filling in the pores. Now that we have primed the skin, I'm gonna go in with foundation, and I picked up the shade 240, and this is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation. And this is a medium to full coverage for all, long wear, light as air. So let's see, that actually made no sense. A medium to full coverage for all, long wear, light as air. Okay. Okay. This is what the foundation looks like. It's very similar to the primer, but it has a white cap and white font. Okay, so for this side of my face, I'm going to go in with my Morphe E44. And then for this side, I'm going to go in with just my original Beauty Blender. So I'm going to go ahead and take my little foundation Petri dish. And I'm going to pump. Okay, so it's definitely a very runny foundation. Can you guys see that? So it's definitely runny. We shall see. So I'm going to go ahead and go straight on with the brush and pat it on. Okay, so I think I did a pretty good job at color matching. I have heard that the foundation oxidizes, so hopefully it doesn't get too dark because it matches me perfectly now that it's wet. Like, it's the perfect match. Again, this is the shade 240. It's definitely a medium coverage. I don't think this is a full coverage at all. I had a pretty intense breakout right there, and you can still see the darkness of the scab. So it's definitely not a full coverage foundation. It does feel pretty lightweight. Like, I can't really feel it on my skin. It doesn't feel like I have anything on, but I have some freckles here and you can still see them. Now, I do have to say that I don't know. Okay. Don't know how I feel about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side with the sponge, and then I'll see how I like it a little bit more. So I'm gonna go directly into my sponge and apply. Okay, so the foundation is on. This side is with the brush and this side is with the Beauty Blender. And to be quite honest, let me get my mirror. Let me see. I do have to say that I like the side with the brush better. It just looks more full coverage, whereas the side with the Beauty Blender looks a lot more sheer, and you can definitely see a lot more of my imperfections, like right here. I don't know if you guys can see, but it didn't cover my redness and my discoloration, whereas this side is definitely a little bit of a higher coverage. Now, for some reason, I am itching a lot, like a lot. It's kind of itching me, but it is nice. Now, I have to say that it does look a little bit dry on my skin. Like, you can definitely see that this is gonna dry up on my skin, that it's not gonna look nice and dewy. Okay, so this is what it's looking like, and as you can see, it just looks very flat. It doesn't look flattering. It looks kind of dry. Like, it doesn't look like it has a glow to the skin. Like, it doesn't look like it's making my skin look better. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a second layer, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and I applied a second layer of the foundation, and I like it more with 2 layers than with 1 layer. I don't know what it is, but it just looks a little bit better with 2 layers on. It is caking up around my nose pretty quickly. That's usually my problematic area, where I have to powder and I have to really lock that into place because it cakes up really quickly, and this foundation is extremely quick to cake up. I don't know why. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do my concealer, and I'll be right back. I did not pick up the shade sticks, or I'm not sure what they're called. I think they're called shade sticks, I'm not sure. But I didn't pick up the contour and concealer sticks because I just don't use those. I don't like them. I think they're a drier formula, and since I am pretty dehydrated, they're just not gonna blend out properly on my particular skin type, so I decided to go ahead and skip on those. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly do my concealer, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and I concealed and highlighted my face just a little bit, and now I'm gonna go ahead and try the Fenty Beauty Invisa Matte Blotting Powder. This is in the shade Universal. So let's open that up. And this is what this looks like, and this is gorgeous. This looks really, really pretty. Comes with a little sponge, a nice mirror, which I really like. And then you have the powder, which is, it looks a little pinky, but we shall see. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Morphe E49 and I'm going to apply the powder under my eyes. But before I do that, I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and kind of blend out that concealer even more to make sure we don't have any creasing. So I'm gonna take that brush, I'm gonna run it through and I'm going to apply. So let's see. Now that the under eyes are set, I'm gonna go into that same powder with the Morphe E51 and I am going to set the rest of my face. Now that the powder is on my skin, I do have a couple of thoughts. So I do really like it. I think that if I were to use this powder with a different foundation, I think I would be obsessed with the powder because I do see how it covers up the pores and how it makes everything nice and matte. It definitely is a very mattifying powder. Like there is no glow on my skin whatsoever right now. It is completely matte. But since the foundation is such a matte foundation and my skin is so dehydrated, my skin is looking a little bit old. It's looking a little bit cakey. It's looking like it's having a rough time. And that is because the foundation is so incredibly matte that it's just not a good combination for my skin. It's just not for my type of skin. Which I hope that she comes out with a dewy foundation because I think that's going to be amazing. Even though this is somewhat of a semi-matte foundation, it's definitely more matte than satin. So yeah, I'm gonna zoom you guys in so that you can see, like, it doesn't look bad, but it's not something that I'm comfortable being seen in, you know, because it does make my skin look a little bit old and kind of crinkly, if that makes any sense. But I feel like if I were to try the powder with a more moisturizing foundation and maybe with a pore refining primer, like a real good one, I think this is gonna be my absolute favorite because I do love it. It feels so nice and smooth and so velvet. Like I love the powder. I just wish I would have tried with a different foundation. So let me zoom you in so you can see what this looks like. So you are up close and personal. So as you can see, it looks very powdery. It looks kind of crinkly. Can you guys see that? Like how it makes my skin look a little bit old, which I don't like that at all. I mean, who likes that? In between my brows, it's not looking good, and on the sides of my nose, it's not looking good either. Okay, so as I am trying to contour, I don't know if you can see, but look at that. Why me? Like, it's not moving my contour. Like, my contour is not moving around. It's just sitting there. My forehead looks dirty. I'm using the Bare Minerals contour kit, which I've used a bunch of times and I love it. So I know it's not the powder, but can you guys see that? How it's just sitting there, like it's not moving. It's just sitting on top of the skin. I don't know what to do because this has never ever happened to me before. Like, it is just sitting right here. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just like a blob of contour, and I am trying to blend it out, but it's just not blending. It looks like my skin is peeling. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the blend shade right here and let's see if we can blend this out. You guys, it looks like I have a bruise. Like, please tell me I'm not crazy and I'm not seeing things. Like, right here, it looks like I have a bruise and it just won't move. I'm gonna go ahead and apply blush. This is the Ofra blush in Bellini, which is one of my favorite blushes ever. So yeah, that was an absolute fail. I don't know why my bronzer and my contour are just not moving up in the forehead, but you can clearly see just two stamps right here of where the brush laid on, and there's no way to blend it out. Like, it is not blending out. So lastly, I am going to go ahead and try the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter, and this is in the shade Hustle Baby and Mean Money. The packaging is so gorgeous. It has like a nice reflective kind of duochrome look to the packaging, which is really, really pretty. This is a color that I picked up. Again, this is in Hussa Baby and Mean Money. So this is what this looks like. So I am first going to use Mean Money, which is the softer shade right here. I'm going to take it with the Morphe M501. Let me dust that off. So that's that side. It's a very nice subtle glow. And then on the other side, I'm going to go in with Hustla Baby using my Ofra fan brush. Okay, so that is beautiful. It makes the cheeks look wet. That is such a pretty color. So that is definitely my favorite color out of the two. I'm going to change my brush and go in with this one. Okay, so I went ahead and I applied some lips. For this combination, I am using the Desi and Katie No Shade lipstick, and right on top, I am using my new favorite gloss. This is the Bare Minerals 24 karat gloss. I am obsessed with that gloss. I have been wearing it non-stop recently. I'm not going to be doing anything to the eyes or to my eyebrows even, because I mainly wanted this video to just be focused on the skin. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of a rundown through every product to let you guys know my final thoughts and opinions. So the primer, I definitely do have to play around with it a little bit more. I definitely want to see how this with a pore minimizing primer will look like mix them together. I do love how moisturizing it is to the skin. It does make your skin feel very moisturizing, but it does nothing for the texture and for the pores, at least for my particular skin type. Moving on to the foundation, I love the fact that there are 40 shades of this particular foundation. I love how she wanted to include every single person, every single skin color, better yet. Again, I picked mine up in the shade 340. It was a perfect match. In my opinion, my foundation did not oxidize on me. I know that I read some reviews that the foundation tends to oxidize, but on my skin, it did not oxidize. Now, this is not my favorite foundation. I don't think I hate to say negative things about a specific product because I know how hard Rihanna must have worked. I know how long, and I'm sure sleepless nights that she had working on this product, but this is not my favorite foundation. I hate to say that. I hope that she comes out with something that's a little bit more dewy. I think that I will absolutely love, but this is just too dry on my skin. It makes my skin look old and crinkly, and it feels kind of tight. Like I just didn't personally like it. I do feel like if you have oily to normal skin, I think you will love this because it does have a really pretty finish to it, and it feels like you're wearing absolutely nothing, and it has this natural glow to the skin. But as it dries, if you have dry skin or dehydrated skin like I do, I think you're not gonna like this at all. That's my honest opinion. I personally did not like it on me, and I hate to say that. But it's just not my favorite, and I'm probably gonna end up passing this on to my sister or to a friend or someone that can benefit from it more than I can. But I'm definitely looking forward to a dewy foundation from Rihanna or something with a more natural finish, because the matte, I can't do it. I cannot do it. I don't know why. My skin is just so dehydrated that it just looks awful on my skin. So the powder I am absolutely obsessed with. I love how my under eyes look. They feel very nice and velvety, and they don't look cakey, which I really, really like. Now, I can't stop looking at the sides of my nose. It just looks so bad. I feel like, again, this is another product that I'm gonna have to try out with another foundation, maybe something that's a little bit more moisturizing, because since the foundation completely kind of dried out my skin and made it look a little bit kind of old, I feel like applying a mattifying powder on top is gonna add more to that. So I want to try this out with a different foundation, and again, I will keep you guys posted. Maybe I'll try this in my next tutorial and see how I like it with something that's a little bit more moisturizing, because it's just not working with this foundation. Like these two products combined for my skin type, it's just not good. like it's not good. So I want to see how this applies with a more rich and creamy, more dewy foundation, because I think I'm going to absolutely love that. Highlighter I absolutely loved. I think it makes the skin honestly look wet and dewy and gorgeous. Surprisingly enough, it does not accentuate my texture. Oh my god, my forehead looks horrible. I literally have a patch right here of bronzer, which is another thing about the foundation. Like, it just, my powders did just not blend. They did not blend well, and that's because it's so dry that it's just like anything that I put on top is just sticking to it and not moving. So I hate that. I hate that I have to speak so negative about it, but I just didn't like it. But anyways, the highlight I absolutely love. I think I'm gonna pick up more shades of the highlight because I do really like the formula. I like the finish. I like how wet it looks. I love it. So the highlight is definitely a plus for me. Yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it. Again, there were some hits and there was definitely some misses, but I'm still pretty happy with the outcome. Again, I think the only thing that I wasn't too crazy about was the foundation, but everything else I think I can work with and just play with a little bit more. That is pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful. I hope if you were on the fence of picking this product up, I hope this little review kind of made you a little bit more clear-minded, if that's a thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed. If you are already subscribed, please do not hit that subscribe button, because that means that you're going to unsubscribe, and that has happened to me with a couple of people already, where they're telling me that they hit the subscribe button but they were already subscribed, so then they unsubscribed, so then my videos weren't getting to them, and it was just a mess. So if you are already subscribed, please don't hit the subscribe button because you're going to unsubscribe. But if you are not subscribed and you are a new subscriber, then definitely hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. Also, I think I'm supposed to say to hit the notification bell. I think that's what everyone's saying right now. So if you want to be notified, so if you want to be notified whenever I upload a new video, also hit the notification bell, and all that does is just going to give you a notification on your phone or on your email, and it's gonna let you guys know that I uploaded a new video. So I'm out of breath. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I love you, and I'll be back very soon with a super exciting fall makeup tutorial. I love you. Bye.